For almost 30 years, Voller Law Firm has been winning serious injury and death cases for clients. They have collected millions of dollars on behalf of their clients and belong to the prestigious $1 Million Advocates Forum. When insurance or a wrongdoer won't pay for what they took from you, go with an award-winning firm with a track record of results. At Voller Law Firm, results matter. Make sure you go with lawyers that have the experience, ability, and financial power to hold those that hurt you accountable. Put your trust in Voller Law Firm. Give them a call at 662-323-0083.
You're listening to Thunder and Lightning on SuperTalk Mississippi, covering Mississippi State sports like nobody else. With Sports Talk Mississippi's Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk of On3 Sports. Now get ready for Thunder and Lightning.
This is Thunder and Lightning here on SuperTalk Mississippi. Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk here with you on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us at supertalk.fm or wherever it is you get podcasts from. We appreciate you guys out there, our great listeners, especially our servicemen and women out there taking care of us. I want to thank our sponsors over at Strange Brew Coffee House and Churn and Spoon Ice Cream. Start your day the right way with a trip to the drive-thru over at Strange Brew Coffee House here in Starkville or at Brupolo over in Tupelo. Be a little weird, Robbie, if Brupolo was in Sidon.
Would be a little weird.
Wherever you are in our great state, you can enjoy Strange Brew Coffee each and every morning. It's just a click away at strangebrewcoffeehouse.com. The Mississippi Beef Council wants to remind you that beef, it is what's for dinner. If you're cooking out this weekend, nothing beats the sizzle of beef on the grill. Make beef the MVP of your Super Bowl party. Every recipe better with beef. All of your dips, your sliders. I wouldn't go beef wings. That might be a bit too far.
A little bit of a stretch.
Might be a little bit of a stretch, but everything else, hey, beef is going to fit right in. Beef, it's what's for dinner, thanks to our friends, the Mississippi Beef Council. College Corner, collegecornerstore.com is the place to find the maroon and white merchandise that you are looking for. Everything maroon and white under one roof, all the logos that you want, the state script, the interlocking, the M over S, it's all right there for you at College Corner. 2 locations in the Jackson area, originated by Fleet Feet, followed by the Half Shell, or you can shop online at collegecornerstore.com. Priority One Bank, 16 locations here to serve you throughout central Mississippi. Let PriorityOneBank.com be your guide and show you not only how they're going to help you invest and manage your money, but how they're going to help you prepare for the future. Now more than ever, when you have questions about your money, you need answers. You need to talk to the good folks at Priority One Bank, a bank that knows you by name, not just by your account number, a bank that gives you a level of service you can only get there at Priority One Bank. Let Priority One Bank make you their priority. Before we get into the rumblings, SEC just announced all of the times for the televised games this year, the ones that will not just be on your SEC Network Plus or whatever. Robbie, State's got some good games on here. Super Bulldog Saturday, April the 25th, LSU at Mississippi State, 7:30 first pitch. Robbie, that's going to be the drunkest stadium we've ever been in. That's going to be unbelievable.
All day drinking. That's also the Derby
and spring game.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's going to be a wild. It's going to
be unbelievable. I can't wait.
There's no way it's under 15,000 people.
Oh
there
no, unless something really weird happens. No.
Because if things like go the direction for those two teams, that's a
Could
top 5 matchup.
Could be 1-2.
Could be 1-2. That's a top 5 matchup.
Yeah.
Probably. It's probably top 10 for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild one.
So just going to go through these with you guys real quick. If I miss one, I'm sorry. So first weekend, Saturday at Arkansas, 2 o'clock first pitch on the SEC Network. Friday, March 20th, 8 p.m. first pitch, Robbie, against Vanderbilt at Dudy Noble Field. Will be a late night for us at Dudy Noble on that one.
I hate that.
8 is really late. 8 is a late first pitch.
8 is late.
Yeah.
Too late.
Sunday, March 29th in Oxford, 4 p.m. first pitch. So we'll be late getting back from Oxford on that one. Mississippi State at South Carolina, April 18th. That's a 1 p.m. first pitch on the SEC Network. Are all these SEC Network? Yeah. Nothing on ESPN just yet. LSU at Mississippi State, Saturday, April 25th, 7:30 first pitch, ESPN 2. Mississippi State at Texas, Sunday, May 3rd, 2 p.m. first pitch on ESPN. Wow. The
Nice.
entire Auburn series is going to be televised, which I find kind of odd that they would do Auburn and not LSU, but whatever. Thursday, May 7th, 8 p.m. first pitch. Gosh.
Why?
Oh, it gets worse. Friday, May 8th, 8:30 first pitch.
Are these Central or Eastern?
Oh, that's a good point, Robbie. That's a good point. These are Eastern. These
But
are Eastern.
still,
Okay.
but still, that's late.
That's a little better, but still. So that means a 6:30 first pitch for that LSU game, but regardless. And then the Saturday game, because that's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That'll be a 3 p.m. first pitch here in Starkville. So that's all the televised games. So, oh well. Let me go correct my tweet.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's late. But this further proves, I mean, the people that are against baseball are acting like it's just kind of staying stale and steady. The game's growing every year. It's getting more and more popular every year. They're not putting it on ESPN and ESPN2 just because. I mean, the viewership is going up, the
Right.
money flow is going up. Before long, this will be a sport that makes money for a lot of schools.
I agree.
So,
Go ahead.
no, go
Oh,
ahead.
you're done. Okay. All right. Let's move into the rumblings. That's brought to you by our friends at Paul Davis Restoration. When disaster strikes, you need a name you can trust. Paul Davis Restoration is here to help you recover from water, fire, mold, and storm damage 24/7. Their expert team provides fast, professional service to restore your home or business to its original condition, but they don't stop at restoration. They offer property improvement services to make your space better than ever. Paul Davis Restoration, because your recovery and property improvement are their priorities. Call them at 662-769-7285. Let them bring your property back to life. If you're in Starkville, the Golden Triangle, or in the Tupelo area, call Paul Davis Restoration. All right, let's just jump right in here. Our first question today comes to us from Ryan Reynolds, the actor. What are your favorite Super Bowl commercials of all time? I've said this many times. My favorite one all time is the Bird versus Jordan playing horse for McDonald's.
McDonald's, yep.
That's my favorite one. I think it's hilarious.
Any of the Budweiser with well, I mean, a lot of different Budweiser commercials are really good.
Yeah.
But especially the ones with like the Clydesdales or like a dog or like the ones that touch the heartstrings.
Oh, you want to be emotional? I like funny.
I like funny as well. I like funny as well.
Okay,
but those are really good too.
The Budweiser Frogs was a good one. That was a good one. So
Budweiser also was the What's Up too.
What's Up? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now the other day I was thinking about that. We sit around, we're like, this 6-7 stuff is stupid.
But we did that.
And then you look back at it, it's like, well, we had What's Up? And like all the parents were like, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
It's just recycling.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had Suck It too. And that's what we were doing.
That was a little different though. That actually had a meaning.
You're correct about that. Ryan says, have you ever had a song you like or kind of like from a band you don't like? So famously, I do not like the Steve Miller Band, but I do like the Joker because everybody should like that.
I don't know why you don't like the Steve Miller Band.
I just don't like them. I feel like
I don't know why, because
they sound the same.
Well, so does AC/DC.
I get that, but I just don't care for them.
There's a lot of really good Steve Miller bands. I think that you're a classic rock guy. Do you like some classic rock?
Yeah.
I think that you're short selling Steve Miller.
There are two famous bands that I'm just not a huge fan of. Do you know the other one? It's gonna make you mad, I bet.
I'm trying to think. I always knew Steve Miller. What's the other one?
The Eagles.
Oh no, I'm kind of on the fence with the Eagles too.
But I said I love Taking It Easy. So
Take It Easy.
Take It Easy. Yeah, that's my Eagles.
You said Taking It Easy.
Is it not Taking It Easy?
No, it's Take It Easy.
Well, fine then. Take It Easy.
Mine's probably Green Day.
Okay.
I'm not a huge Green Day guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love Basket Case.
Yeah.
I love When I Come Around.
Yeah.
And I love what's the other song? What's the song called? I hope they have the time of their lives.
That's it. Time of your life.
No, it's called something else. Anyway,
Good riddance.
Good Riddance. I like 3 of their songs,
Okay.
but I'm not a fan of Green Day.
Okay. There you go. Travis McCain says, recently saw the re-release of Lord of the Rings in theaters. Since they originally came out when I was 6 years old, my first time getting to see them on the big screen. If you could bring back a movie or movies for a re-release, what would it be? So they've already re-released the original 3 Star Wars, but they didn't they changed them a little bit. They tweaked them here and there, and I would rather just see the originals one more time.
Yeah, like fully remastered,
Mhm.
like maybe like in a IMAX or something.
Yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Like if you go to the Sphere and watch Star
Oh
Wars.
man, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, what's another good one? Like it needs to be like a movie that has like some epic scenes in it, like the
All right.
cinematography.
If we're gonna go with like your idea of the Sphere, I'm gonna give you 2 movies from the same actor: Top Gun,
Okay, that'd be awesome.
Days of Thunder.
Sure.
Dude, a NASCAR movie in the Sphere with all that going on around you would be unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I saw like in the theaters back in the day that was like a great.
But E.T. I'm a
But
little.
I
You're
wouldn't
young.
bore you that.
For
But yeah,
you,
that'd be a good one.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park would be cool. I don't think I saw that in theaters.
Okay.
But
Well,
I might. No, actually, I think I did.
what about the original Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack
Yes.
Nicholson? That'd be one.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of good options.
I did not get into Lord of the Rings until Two Towers came out.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Fellowship in theaters, but I watched it before I went and saw Two Towers, and I was hooked.
Hmm.
And seeing Two Towers in theaters when everything was just kind of like you just had like surround sound stuff, like you didn't have dynamic um like screens or anything
Right.
like that. That would be I really wanted to go do that, but I just didn't have a time to
Mhm.
do it. I think they played them like over a 3-day period or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have loved to have gone and seen the Lord
Yeah.
of the Rings.
Would have been
You know,
cool.
they filmed all those together.
Yeah.
Like they didn't take like 2 years off. Like they
Right.
filmed that over the course of like over a year.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it was so good is like it just felt like it just kept continuing, you
Yeah.
know?
No, I get it. I agree. Uh, Jarrett Reister asked us. By the way, I got it. Somebody tweeted at me. It's Reister, like Easter.
Okay.
Would you say that the baseball team, when the baseball team has a good year, that the other sports such as football and basketball also have a good year? No, I've
Hadn't always been the case.
yeah, I've seen some years where baseball's been good and football has not. I mean, especially in the '80s.
Well, 1990 was
Yeah,
was the football team any good? Basketball
no,
team,
that's Felker's last year. The basketball team
that was the
was
SEC championship team, wasn't it?
well, that's '91.
Okay.
So
Well,
89, 90,
yeah.
they made the NIT.
Okay. Um, so moving up, 97 was a
97
good baseball team. Football team didn't make a bowl.
didn't make a bowl. Well, they were 7-4 and didn't make a bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah, should
Basketball
have.
was coming off of the Final Four,
Yep.
so not a great basketball team. Same with 98. So baseball in 98 goes to the College World Series. That fall,
Yeah.
you go to the SEC championship game. That's probably as good a stretch as states had.
'07 team, oh
So
that
that
was
leads into
'06. That
Croom's
was the
one winning.
'06 year.
Right. So
So
that's
that team was bad.
that team. If you look at the calendar year, the '07 World Series leads into Croom's one bowl game. So that's
Yep.
not bad. That basketball team would have gone to the NCAA tournament too. So
2013 College World Series, that 2012 team, they won their
they fell
first eight
apart there at the
games and
end.
then
Yeah.
fell apart.
So, but if you go to the college, if you go to the calendar year, you get the crazy Egg Bowl win over Ole Miss and all
Yeah.
that. So it just depends on how you look at it. That said, the answer to the question, no, I would not necessarily say that it did.
Yeah.
But
There
there's
hasn't
definitely
been a
that
direct
chance.
correlation.
Right. Brick Thomas, have either of you had your wisdom teeth removed? I have not.
I have all 4 of them out.
All right. How was that for you?
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
I think it's Dr. Martin in Starkville did it several years ago. It was a surgery deal. Like I
Yeah.
think he might have pulled a couple and then cut out a couple more. Very easy.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I did destroy my phone during that time because my dad, we went to Walmart to get medicine,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad was like, "Stay in the vehicle, please.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get out." Like I was heavily under the influence.
Oh yeah. You were
And
euthanized, not euthanized.
yeah,
Yeah. Euthanized would
so
be different. Yeah.
yeah, I would be dead.
Yes.
But I was just sitting there and I was like, I think I want to go inside. So like I opened up the door, my phone was in my lap, and it was one of those slide phones that was like made out of glass.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get out and the thing just immediately hits the ground and just crashes
Oh,
into a million pieces. So I was like, oh well. And then I walk into Walmart. I go up to the pharmacy. My sister was working the pharmacy,
yeah.
and my dad was talking to her, and I was like, I want to see my sister. And I'm walking around with a gallon of blue Gatorade, like the huge gallon.
Uh-huh.
Like I want this Gatorade. I'm thirsty. And I walk into the back of the pharmacy. Like I crossed through the door
Yeah.
to go like give my sister a hug. So yeah, that's my wisdom teeth story.
There you go.
And we had to go to C Spire right after that and go get a new phone.
Yeah. Robbie, I got gas earlier today, and like I think I got gas. I smell of gasoline. It's really weird. Like it's bothering.
This whole time I've seen you sniffing your shirt like you smell bad, and then
it's
you say
gasoline.
You had gas.
Not that kind of gas.
I'm gled you clarified.
Yeah,
and
like
came after the
I think
fact
I got
said
gasoline on me somewhere. I don't see a stain, or I don't know what's going on though. It's like pungent.
Let me go up there and I'll throw a match on you, and if you catch on fire, then we'll know exactly where it came from.
It's a good call.
Yep.
Also from Brick, what are your go-to Super Bowl snacks for a Super Bowl party? I mentioned this the other day. I want finger food. I want a little bite here, bite there. I don't want to have big anything. I want sliders, wings. If you want to do, cocktail weenies and barbecue sauce or something like that.
Buffalo chicken dip.
Yes, chips and dip. That's what I want. I don't want big stuff. So that's me. Ford Polk. Got a long one here. Long question. Can you imagine using frozen roadkill as an intimidation tactic against your rival? Had a conversation with a man that went to the University of North Dakota and played ice hockey. He proceeded to tell me the story about how the Minnesota Golden Gophers were their main rival, and they would take gopher roadkill, freeze it, and every time they scored a goal, they would throw the frozen gophers at the Minnesota goalie. He said they tried to do it with Wisconsin once, but the Badgers weren't fully frozen, and the blood and guts everywhere went on the ice.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a bit much, but
it's a bit much, I feel. Especially that you're throwing it at the guy. Like I know they throw octopus on the ice in Detroit, but they're not throwing it at the goalie. Jeez.
Like would State Ole Miss fans are going to get like a dead bulldog and throw it on the field, and
I hope not.
Mississippi State would get a shark.
What are you going to do with LSU?
That's true.
Good luck with that. Let's go.
Here's a Nutra rat.
Yeah.
Might pick it up and eat it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Those great people. Steve Mormon asks us, what's the worst thing you ever ate? Years ago, I was a factory rep for Napa, and a store was having a customer appreciation cooking for customers. Little did I know it was chitlins, boiled and fried. I thought maybe I could tolerate the fried, but it tasted exactly like it smelled. Had to ask a buddy for a menthol cigarette to get the taste out of my mouth. That's pretty rough. I'm trying to think.
The worst thing you've ever ate?
I had an ex-girlfriend whose mom cooked for us one time, and I have never put that much salt on my food in my life trying to get it to taste different. I was just like, oh yeah, so good.
Boiled the chicken and
I was like a shepherd's pie, and it was just a greasy mess. That's up there. Like
one of the worst things I ever ate, we did a Passover meal one time at our church.
Okay.
And like the Passover meal is like you have like horseradish, you have like that. Basically, it's like you go through like portions of the Passover and the things they do, and like it's not supposed to be like a great meal,
right,
like, across the board. Like they do have, like you do have like the meat and like all that stuff, but like you're eating horseradish like as itself, and that was not a great meal.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that like stands out? Nothing really gets there for me. All right. Cole Gurnett asks us, I feel like this isn't even an ask. He's just saying something here. I feel like our poor men's basketball season has hidden the science of humpology, wherein packing the hump almost always results in a devastating loss. This is a true story. Outside of games against Ole Miss, most of State's biggest crowds have seen losses.
Yeah. Whenever they like structure a
Mm-hmm.
like we got to get a big crowd here. When it's just
We're
like a
doing a
regular
wide out.
night,
Yeah,
that's the games they win.
exactly.
Yeah, there's something to that.
Yeah. Jay in Baltimore, rank these biggest areas of concerns for the Diamond Dogs heading into open day weekend. Weekend starters, middle relief closers, catchers, hitting, pitching, defense. Well, that's all of them. I mean, I guess if you ask me what my biggest concern is, it's probably overall just pitching, just because I feel like there's a lot of potential, but there's not a lot of proven guys.
Yeah.
Valinkis is probably the most proven guy in that group, and even he is only a sophomore. That would be my biggest concern. That's number one for me. Hitting is
Probably
last.
probably starters.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still feel good about the starters. That's the thing. It's just like but there's I mean, would you say catchers ahead of that though? Like there is Kevin Maluski we think is going to be good, but he hasn't proven it on this level.
True.
Jackson Owen, we haven't seen him. We haven't seen Andrew Raymond. Like these guys have not played a lot of baseball here.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably put catchers ahead of that. Although I'm not concerned about any of these. I would just say there's more question.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of questions around the pitching. We'll put the pitching together.
Yeah.
And we'll say pitching because you can get by with catching just being okay. I don't think the catching is going to be awful.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get by with catching being just okay. You can't get by, I don't think, with like if your pitching's not good, I don't think this team's going to be super successful. They've got to be able to pitch. But then I would say probably defense and then hitting.
Yeah.
Would be the least.
Agree. Yeah, I have no concerns about hitting. This team is going to hit. I'll be shocked if they don't.
They will find 9 guys that hit.
All right. Let's do another one here. We'll do one more, then we'll do the break. Brett Christensen says, which would be most to least likely to happen for Mississippi State baseball this year? Doesn't get swept all season. 3+ guys with 15 home runs. Less than 2 losses before the Arkansas series. 17+ SEC wins, undefeated in the midweek. The least likely to me is doesn't get swept all season. No, I'm sorry. I had that wrong. I'm backwards on that.
Most likely?
Yeah, I don't know if that's most likely. I was thinking in terms of them sweeping people. 17+ SEC wins on this schedule is a lot. If they go 17-13 on this schedule, that's a lot. I mean, they could very well go 16-14. But again, I won't be surprised if they're better than that.
I think that, the 2021 team got swept.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not a total.
Yeah, they got swept by Arkansas.
I think the most likely will probably be 3 guys with 15 home runs.
Uh-huh.
And then probably doesn't get swept.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll say what's before the Arkansas series?
You play Troy, you play Austin Peay, you play Southern.
Arkansas is the first SEC series.
Yeah, it's the first.
So he's saying you lose less than you only lose 1 game.
Yeah, you only lose 1. Is it 2 or fewer? Less than 2 losses. So yeah, you'd only lose 1 non-conference game. I mean that's
tough.
You got a date with the number 1 team in the nation in there, so I mean that's gonna be tough.
I'm gonna say that's the least likely.
Okay.
And then undefeated midweek.
Okay.
And then
because that UCLA game is technically not a midweek game. That is a weekend game.
And then the third would be 17+ SEC wins.
That'll work. All right, let's move into the second part of the show. That's brought to you by our friends over at Two Brothers Smoked Meats in the heart of the Cotton District, a place to find smoked Southern soul food, of which I could definitely go for some right about now. If you are going to be coming to baseball, Two Brothers is always going to be on the agenda, and we've got some of these times coming out today, so you got time to get over and get a great meal and then head over to Dudy Noble Field. If you don't want to, if you're not a tailgater and you just want to, get a quick meal, but you want to get a great meal, Two Brothers Smoked Meats and the older brother in the Cotton District is definitely the place to do it. Great products, great service. Every business likes to promise it to you. They deliver it to you at Advantage Business Systems. They've been doing it for over 50 years.
Over 50!
Do I need to get you a coffee mug?
That was a good coffee mug.
I like that. Yeah, that's a fun little trend going around.
I made a few little adjustments to that. I could not get the interlocking to work.
I didn't even fool with that.
And that's as close as, I guess the only thing licensed through that is the banner.
Probably.
So but the state script is close enough.
Yeah, get on that. So, anyway, if you are looking for technology for your business, call Advantage Business Systems today. They can get you that new copier, new printer that you want to have, that new computer, that new laptop that you need to have. They've got it all, but more importantly, they're there for you. They've got your back when things go wrong, service after the sale. And because they're in Mississippi just like you, a lot of times they're going to fix your problem the exact same day. Give them a call today at 601-362-9192, or you can visit them online at absms.com. Find out how Advantage Business Systems will help your business do business. Maroon & Co. is the place to go when you're looking for Mississippi State gear that you can't find anywhere else. They have the best selection, the unique selection, stuff that you're only going to be able to get at Maroon & Co. You can't get it anywhere else in Starkville. So check out Maroon & Co. right now. Check out their website, maroonandco.com, and use our promo code at either place, in-store or online, to save 15% on your next order. Some exclusions do apply. It's life. Sometimes there's an exclusion. Before you go to your next game at Dudy Noble Field, make sure you've gone to Maroon & Co.
Remember to be on the lookout for LA7.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Luke. We're going to get him on the pod next week for sure. We'll talk some baseball, but we'll also let him plug. We're happy to help a former Diamond Dog who provided so many moments of joy, especially against the Ole Miss Rebels. Have a moment to promote his business. No problem there whatsoever. Also, if you're out there, if Nick Fitzgerald needs to promote something, if Timmy Bowers wants to promote, just give me a call. That's the way that works.
Yes.
Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden in Saltillo, when they say they have what you want for less, it's not a joke. It's not just a tagline. It is the absolute truth. Anything you're doing around the house this weekend, Scruggs has a product that makes your life easier. They have the top names in power tools, everything your gardening needs. If you want to buy a new grill, they've got a great selection. But most of all, they've got John Deere power to put out there on the yard. We're going to get closer and closer to spring. I don't care what that damn groundhog says. And we are going to have to be mowing the grass, and you're going to want to have a John Deere mower when you do it. So check out Scruggs Farm Lawn and Garden in Saltillo. They have what you want for less. Good Hope Land and Timber. Guys, I've been saying it for a while now. If you are looking to buy or sell land here in the state of Mississippi, you need to call Good Hope Land and Timber today. They have experts. They know this state one end to the other, and they're going to get you set up with the perfect piece of land for you to build whatever it is you're looking for. And if you're already a landowner and you need some advice, again, Good Hope Land and Timber is here for you. They have a great staff that's going to help you make smart, sustainable, and profitable decisions regarding your land. Don't mess around with anybody else. Talk to the experts at Good Hope Land and Timber, locally trusted, landowner approved. All right. Brian McDuff says, a couple of weeks ago, I was in a Walmart restroom and I let out a loud fart, and it said, and yelled,
a loud fart.
Yeah. Well, it may have been a loud fart. A loud fart, and I yelled, "Ooh, stinky." A gentleman in a state shirt started busting out laughing. What is the time where you said a one-liner and everyone busted out laughing? That was you, McDuff.
Is this a
Yes, he's making fun of Dalton Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that would have been pretty funny though.
Yeah, if it was McDuff, because I could absolutely see McDuff going, "Ooh, stinky." I can see him doing it. I know him well enough.
This guy just walked into the restroom. He's got hair down, this long flowing hair,
flowing locks. Just lifted his leg and just went, "Ooh, stinky." I could see McDuff doing that.
I could totally see it.
That's absolutely something there.
I could see anyone that is in the general vicinity of your friend group doing that.
Oh, yeah. That's a Russ Nelson move, if we're being completely honest.
Yes. And I don't think any of the Nelsons that I've met would be above doing that.
Yeah. Riley might be. He's a little bougie nowadays, but other than
he's a little bougie.
Yeah. Well, he's a multi-millionaire. He's got all sorts of money. So anyway, Gib Ellis.
He needs his own suite at the Saints games.
Huh? He does. I can do that. War Eagle Gib Ellis asks us, Is Donatello anyone's favorite Ninja Turtle? I was a big Donatello guy on the video game.
I was a big Donatello fan
Yeah,
as well. I think it's
the
just
best
because I
one.
like the name.
That being said, your son is dressed as Leonardo.
Yes, Leonardo's got the blue.
Yeah, well, it says L on the belt. What are we doing here, Gib? First you
Yep.
messed up your school, now you're messing up the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, but he's got the pizza van.
No, I mean the toys are cool. There's no question about that. So
Yeah, that's an elite.
yeah.
That was an elite toy back in the day, having
Oh yeah.
all of the Ninja Turtles and Shredder, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was elite.
There you go. James Wilson asks us, you're given the power of instant teleportation anywhere on Earth, anytime. The only downside, every teleportation leaves you completely soaked, clothes and all, and you always appear in a public spot. Do you still do it? So that's the problem. You say anytime in a public spot, so I can't just teleport into a bake vault, get a bunch of money, and get out.
Well, didn't that happen with Harry Potter? Like they were
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when they were teleporting or whatever, they were just showing up in the middle of London, but
yeah.
like nobody really knew they were ever there.
Right. Did you ever see that movie? Is it called Jumper? I think with
Uh,
Hayden Christensen.
I don't know if I ever watched that
I've
all
seen
the
that
way
movie. It's
through.
like that's what they like. They have that power. They can teleport anywhere.
Yeah,
And so, but they didn't have this other issue of being soaking wet though. I think I'd still do it. You can
I
always
would still
buy
do it.
cars.
I mean, your explanation is okay. You're laughing at me, but I can teleport wherever I want to.
Like,
So
hey,
can you teleport? Would you? I mean,
yeah,
that would be my thing. Is like, haha, yeah,
can I
yeah, yeah. Well, I
teleport
can go
next to a
wherever I want to
Walmart?
within seconds.
And I just want to be next to a Walmart. I walk in, buy some new clothes, I get out.
Yeah,
So,
I've thought
uh,
about that before. Like the Hulk.
mm-hmm,
So when like he hulks up, all of his clothes rip off.
mm-hmm.
So when he goes back to normal, he's just sitting there buck naked. Like just, I mean, that would be a little demoralizing.
Yeah,
Being just soaking wet would probably be okay, but the if I've lost my clothes and I just end up
you're just wearing
like
those ripped up pants. Yeah.
or like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly,
Oh, you don't want to be like that. Yeah, I get
no.
it. All right. Topher Welch asks us, who was the most cultivating wrestler in their prime, and why is the answer Jeff Hardy?
What do we?
What is
What's the
cultivating?
definition? What's the
Like,
definition of that?
like you're talking about he cultivated a lot of weed? I'll believe that about Jeff Hardy. I think probably Carlito be number one on that one. In terms of
Is
just,
Carlito a weed guy?
I think he, I mean, he seems like one. I think he's trying to say
It's because
captain.
he's cool.
Yeah,
He eats apples.
he does eat apples. I
Everybody that
think
eats apples just high all the time.
I think he's just trying to say captivating, not cultivating. So in that case, captivating. Jeff
Well, I
Hardy would
mean,
definitely.
before Jeff Hardy, I mean, you got to think about the people that came before him that were
Yeah.
kind of like edgy and, I
Randy
mean,
Savage.
Macho Man.
That was the first guy I thought of.
I mean, you look at those Ultimate
Steamboat.
Warrior. Steamboat
Yeah.
was
I mean, but in terms of like being a high flyer and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, he
Snuka?
kind of. I'm trying to think if there was anybody that was before him that was kind of.
Oh,
I mean, Jimmy Snuka was
not in
kind
terms
of
of
the
being
first.
not in terms of being a high flyer, but in terms of like you were when he was on screen, you were just locked in. Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Listen to everything he said.
Yeah, you heard every word that guy
The
said.
one thing I always thought was interesting that people would say about like Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's a good one.
He spoke in a way like you had to turn the TV up, like he never raised his voice.
Right.
He wanted everybody to
You had
lock
to
in what
listen.
he was saying.
I
You
like
wouldn't turn the volume up,
Yeah.
That was a guy that was really, I mean, he came out there with a python and a bag. Yeah.
That's a good choice.
As far as like putting your body in the line though, stuff like that, like Jeff Hardy did kind of set the gold bar.
Yeah. Oh, for
Like
sure.
I said, like Jimmy Snuka kind of started that. He was jumping off cages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeff Hardy was the first one that was doing like flips off of 40-foot ladders, jumping off the Jumbotron, like crazy. I don't even know how he's still walking around.
Yeah.
Like him and Mick Foley, like how are they able to walk?
I don't know. Good question.
That's also a guy, Jeff Hardy. Has there ever been anybody get more chances?
Oh, he's had like 8.
Like he has been busted for like DUI,
Yeah.
drugs, like stuff so many times, and he just
He just keeps
because
coming
he's
back.
such a likable guy. It's like
Yeah.
he has his demons, but he's not. He does his job.
Yeah.
All the fans love him.
Yeah.
It's just it's wild.
Yeah. Dalton Lee, do I have the right to cancel y'all for the Asian accents on Friday's pod? If not, can I get some reparations, i.e., swag, tickets, future baby naming rights? Yes, Dalton. You can have the next child I have, I'll name it Dalton.
Hey, we were not doing Asian accents.
That's right.
We were copying South Park
We were doing an impression of a character from a show.
from
That's
City
what
Walk.
that guy sounds like. Will you give the people, me, not only what they want, but what they need? City Walk for life. I mean, I guess. Yeah, yes, Dalton, I will promise my next child, be it boy or girl, I will name it Dalton.
It was Trey Parker or whoever did
Yeah.
the
Parker
impressions
and
that you need to be
Stone.
upset about.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, how many people make fun of our accents?
I know.
These Southern bumpkins
And when
down
you
here.
go to that Asian Diversity Festival, you're in for a little big surprise, Japanese dog. Oh, that shitty white guy, he wouldn't hurt a fry.
What I love about that is they know that they can get away with
Yeah,
when they say
exactly.
City Walk.
Yeah,
They say
'cause
City Walk.
No, he said city. He said city.
I swear, the whole time I say City
Yeah.
Walk.
That's one of my favorite episodes, the Asian Diversity Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so good.
Is that the one where they go to the school?
Yes.
And like, okay.
Yeah. And like he thinks they're gonna talk about Asian diversity. He talks about how Japan keeps trying to invade China.
Yeah.
Japanese all kill themselves. Oh, I had a bad day at work. I killed myself.
Oh gosh.
You Japanese dog.
I love how we double down on this. Dalton's like, I need my reparation.
Now it's going to be an every week thing at the rate we're going. All right. Davis
We will
Holiday.
get canceled eventually.
Eventually. Davis Holiday. My latest bit with my wife is she will ask me to do a simple task, and I reply with the little kid's line from Wedding Crashers, make me a bicycle, clown. As you can imagine, she's not very fond of it. What is something you do that annoys your wives? I exist.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
When you sit in your chair,
yeah,
and Jennifer walks in and she's like, "Are you just you gonna do anything today?"
If I ever appear to be comfortable or happy, that annoys her. You know, stuff like that. When I cook or clean around the house, she hates it so much. But then when I don't cook or don't clean, also a problem.
Oh, you're breathing.
Exactly. Like, could you breathe less? Could that happen?
Could you hold your breath for like 20-minute increments? And
yeah,
it's just kind of getting a little annoying that you're existing right now.
Exactly.
I don't know what mine is. I mean, the other day I walked in, I had like a really long day.
Mm-hmm.
And like the day's just been either terrible or busy or long. Like you walk in, and like the first thing you do when you walk in, there's like an argument or there's a disagreement or it's like I pull up in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Hattiesburg to get a dog that morning, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Drove back, met my wife and kids, handed the dog off to them, went and covered Mississippi State women's basketball losing to Missouri, and then went and did the podcast.
Right.
So the day finally ends for me at like 7 p.m. And so like I pull in the driveway and the first thing I do is I hit something and it just crumbles in the driveway. And so I get out of the vehicle. I'm just yelling at the sky. My daughter has every bike and scooter that we own in the driveway. So I go in, I tell her to go put all that up. And I'm just like trying to get stuff done. And I'm walking, like I'm trying to get the shock collar fixed. And I'm walking in the house, and my wife's like, "I can't believe you just walked in here with your shoes on." And I just lost it. I was like, I can't believe I have the day that I have. I come in here, I've run over my kid's scooter. We got every bike in the house. I'm trying to we can't get the shock collar to work. And the first thing that said to me is, "I mopped the floor. Could you please take your shoes off?" So we had a back and forth over that. So she was probably annoyed with that.
Ah,
But a lot of stuff she kind of lets go with me. She understands it's not
it's
worth
a good
it.
woman. It's a good woman you got
Yes.
there.
I don't know how she puts up with me, but she does.
All right. Matt McCann's Mascot Challenge Overlap Edition. There are 4
Ooh.
NHL teams that share a team name with an MLB, NBA, NFL team. So there are 2 in the NFL. Who are they?
Okay,
They
so
share a name with Winnipeg and Florida.
um, Winnipeg is the Jets, right?
Right.
So the New York Jets,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Florida Panthers
Right.
with Carolina.
All right. There's an NBA team that shares its name with the Los Angeles NHL team.
Los Angeles Kings.
That's right.
That's
correct.
the Sacramento Kings.
And then there's an MLB team that shares a name with the New York hockey team.
New York Rangers.
That's right. Very
Texas
good.
Rangers.
And then there's a bonus question. Edmonton shares its team name with what former NFL team?
That would be the Houston Oilers.
That is also correct. Very good.
I'm not even an NHL fan.
But you did good.
I'm getting better at these.
Cameron Worm.
Big worm.
Brian, have you tried Papa John's new garlic parmesan flavored crust? I have not, but I assume it tastes the same as the garlic parmesan breadsticks, which I have had many times.
And you were telling me, I don't. You might have gone over this before. Maybe I missed it. But the other day at the Royal Rumble party, you were telling me about this specialty pizza that you made.
Yeah. The thing. Just a
Thing.
That's what we called it. Just the thing.
Well, tell people what it was.
It was a thin
Are you
crust.
trying to keep it a secret?
Well, I mean, you can't get it anymore. Thin crust, brushed with garlic butter, a spoonful of sauce, special seasoning. Spread that over that. Bacon.
What was the special seasoning?
I don't know. It's just what
Is that the seasoning from waiting? Where they get
No,
the dandruff out there?
No, it wasn't that. It was an actual packet of seasoning you put on there. Maybe a little crushed red, depending on how I was feeling that day. Then we're going to go over the top with bacon, Canadian bacon, layer of cheese, bacon, Canadian bacon, a little more cheese, a little bit more cheese, a little more seasoning, another layer. Just get the garlic butter over the top, and then we're going to bake that through, and it was good.
So was this like
probably 1,200 calories a slice, if I had to guess?
Was this like? Was it getting out that this was a thing, or did you just do
only
this
a
for
select
fun?
few knew about it. You had to be friends with me basically to know about it. So,
I would like to try.
Well, that pizza would probably cost about $50, the amount of food that I put on it. So,
Well,
yeah,
it might be worth it.
It might be. Also from Cameron, I did not grow up a fan of professional sports. What pro sports should I raise my son to cheer for? I'm going to be honest with you, Cameron. You're a Mississippi State fan. Pick winners. Pick something where you can have some enjoyment, out of it. Like
that's why I have no issue whenever, when people try to get me, back me into a corner. Me especially, you maybe not as much, but I mean the Giants have had a lot of success.
Giants have had some recent success, yeah.
But when people try to back me in a corner, you're just picking the bandwagon, you're just on the bandwagon, which is not true. I've been a fan of these teams for multiple generations, but I've grown up on Mississippi State.
Mm.
If I was a bandwagon fan, if I was picking teams that I just picked them because they were winning, why would I not go to LSU or Alabama? That makes no sense.
Right.
So all that to say, I don't know where is Cameron's from Mississippi, so I would maybe if you're just jumping into it, go a little more regional, like
Saints.
Well, you can find some teams in the South, cheer for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have Dak.
I feel like the Texans are a good organization.
You're
still
Braves,
sore. You're still sore about what happened.
The win they had over Pittsburgh was their first road playoff win ever.
But that's still a young franchise. They have a good young.
Is it really young? What they came around when I was in elementary school?
Compared to the rest of the league, yeah, they're the youngest franchise.
They've been around for almost 30 years.
They're the youngest franchise. There's nobody younger.
Yeah, but at this point, they're not young,
I guess.
But I would say the Braves in baseball.
The Braves is a fine choice. Yeah,
that's a really good organization.
Plays. Yeah,
great fan base.
Yeah.
Basketball. I don't know. Pick a player that you
Yeah,
like.
that's the better way to go in basketball. Pick a player.
I did jump on the Lakers bandwagon because of Kobe. It wasn't
Yeah.
because they were winning. As I liked Kobe as a rookie.
Yeah.
And then NFL, like we said, I mean, somebody regional. I
Yeah.
mean, the Saints. Honestly, the Saints are not a bad franchise.
No. And they've got a good young quarterback right now. I think they're going to be looking good in the next few years. We'll see.
I mean, they've won a Super Bowl in your lifetime,
That's right.
Cameron.
That's right.
So if you could get rid of Gail Benson,
Well, good luck with that. Thomas Fry, with the comparisons between Kamario Taylor and Cam Newton being discussed last week, do y'all believe if Cam Newton went to State in 2010 instead of Auburn, they would have had as much success as he did that year? I don't know if State would have won the national title, but they would have probably won 10 games. I don't know that he would have won the Heisman because they didn't win the national title, but it would, if he had played the same way, it would have been tough not to give him the Heisman.
I mean, can you imagine Dan Mullen with him?
Yeah, been something, yeah. I mean, Monte Malzahn's not a great play caller, but still.
But Dan Mullen, like his strength has been like a running quarterback.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It would have been
like if that guy, like Chris Ralph had a really good season.
Yeah,
and if you replace him with that, it's hard. It's just hard for me to believe because we've talked about this before. State was better defensively. They had, in my opinion, they had a better offensive line. The running back was a little more. I mean, Dwyer was a really good running back, so it's kind of hard to put Ballard over him. Ballard was really good.
I'd put Ballard over Michael Dyer.
It's just that he was a little more dynamic.
He was.
Ballard was more
had
all
Perkins
around
too, as well.
Yeah, I just like when I look at State's pieces, it's hard for me to believe they wouldn't have had the same.
They had a lot more talent on defense too, I think.
The one thing that we were not accounting for was that was the peak of Auburn Jesus.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, they were down by like 4 touchdowns to Alabama, came back and won.
Yeah,
they got lucky in some games that year.
Yeah. Playballer DC asks us, why is there not a university-sponsored on-campus or privately owned in-town MSU Hall of Fame building where some or all proceeds go to NIL, and expensive admission for families to inspire their kids to be a Bulldog? There should be a building that's the MSU Hall of Fame. I agree with that. I don't know why there's not.
And it doesn't have to be big. I was at I went to the Steelers Hall of Fame when I was there. It used to be just a part of the stadium, like in the concourse, like in one little area.
Yeah.
Well, they've expanded it in this. It's not a very big space. There's like 5 or 6 rooms that you walk through, and it just has great players from the past, some of their great moments, whatever. You don't have to spend a ton of money on building one of those things.
Yeah.
It could be in something as small as like the baseball coaches building that's in between Palmero. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge place.
Agreed.
But that said, like they do have, like, they have the M Club stuff up in the hump.
Mm-hmm.
They have certain things like in that baseball Hall of Champions or whatever. They have certain things as well. I mean, they have some of that stuff, but it would be nice to have a place like where fans could go, like on game day.
Yeah. Also,
Alabama has one of those.
Yes, they do. Yes. Top 3 pizza places in Starkville. I'm going to go Boardtown, Dave's, Lost. Those are in that order. 1, 2, 3.
I only go to Boardtown.
You know Dave's?
Not often.
No, I go to Lost a lot. I go to Lost the most out of that, actually, because Boardtown just opened back up for lunch, so I'm going to go eat there soon. But like, if I want pizza for lunch, that's really the only place to go.
Well, now I'll be going to Boardtown for lunch.
There you go. I got a couple here from Justin Strawn. My Twitterless son, Jackson, was 3 in 2010, and he didn't get to take part of the discourse for what State might have been had Cam Newton made it to Starkville. So that's another Cam Newton question. He'd like to know how many additional wins State would have had if he had been a Bulldog in 2010. They absolutely beat Auburn, and they beat
who else they lose to? Arkansas?
Arkansas. They beat Arkansas. So that's
the problem in that game. I mean, they give up 38 points, I think, in that game.
They did, but I think Cam Newton would have been a difference maker. He probably would have been probably would have gotten 50 points with Cam Newton.
That Auburn and Arkansas game was a good game that year.
It was really good. I'm going to say, I don't think
they lost to LSU too.
Yeah, they lost to LSU, but that game they didn't have much of a chance in. So maybe it's a little different. Maybe it's different, but
Yeah, but Cam Newton beat LSU.
I mean, I agree with that. I don't, but it's also that was at LSU, whereas Cam Newton beat LSU at Auburn. So
I just I'm not taking any of those games off the table with Cam
yeah,
Newton. He was a cheat code.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Could
Alabama.
yeah,
I mean, I think that they win 10 in the regular season. That's two more
easily,
wins.
easily, yeah. Also from Justin, got some over unders for baseball. Home runs hit last season was 103, so let's put it there. That's way over.
Over.
Yeah,
And that was that not a school record?
I think it was.
Yeah, they're
D1
breaking the school
baseball,
record again.
D1 baseball first team All Americans 1.5. I'm gonna say just under. I think Ace Reese will be one, but I mean, there's so many good players across college baseball. First team, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll just
We'll
say
say
one.
under.
Okay. First team All SEC 2.5. Reese, one of the pitchers is going to be first team All SEC. I don't know who it's going to be, but one of them will be. And then you get one more.
Can Noah Sullivan get in there as
Sullivan
like
be
a utility guy?
Well, yeah, he'd have to be utility because I mean, first base is a spot where there's going to be a lot of guys.
But he could be like there could be a chance that he's like
Yeah,
he's doing first base and DH.
like I don't think Aiden Teal can get it at center because that's where Derek Curiel is. So we'll see. I'd say under. We'll just say under, just to be safe. Regular season wins 40.
That's okay.
I don't think they're going to lose a lot of non-conference games. So I think they're going to be.
Yeah.
And then he's got SEC wins 19. I would say under on that.
I'm gonna say under. I think 18 would be a really good year.
If they win if they're 19 and 11 in the conference, dang, that's gonna be good. SEC tournament wins 3.5. I bet Connor O'Connor is one of those let's get the hell out of here kind of guys.
Yeah, I do wonder about that. Yeah, it totally is about your philosophy as a coach.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like John Cohen wanted to win the whole thing.
Yeah. Lamonis was like, let's get the hell out of here. So
yeah.
It just depends. NCAA tournament wins 8.5. Well, how many do you have to win the national title? Because I'm taking the over.
So in a regional, you're at 3 or 4 wins.
Yeah.
And then
2 in a super regional.
Super regional, it would be
so over. I'm saying over. It's
yeah.
National.
Yeah, you haven't winning the national championship.
That's right. So I'm going over. And then last one, first time state fans crash out and assume the team is getting bounced in the regional March 1st. Oh, earlier than that.
Earlier than that, for sure.
Ball 1. This team sucks. What were we thinking?
I told y'all we shouldn't spend money on baseball.
That's right.
Yeah, this is coming for sure.
Yeah.
Just don't get in the game threads and on Maroon and White Daily during baseball season.
No. All right, Alexandra Watson with a couple of questions. Does no one have a traditional name anymore? Listen to y'all talk about the baseball and football players. No one is named John or Mark anymore. That's a good point. Like, there's just not a lot. You know what there's not a lot of is, like, you're Robbie, but there's not a lot of Bobs anymore. There's Bob Carskadden, but there's not a lot of Bobs. There's not a lot of Jims. Like, do you know anybody named, how many people do you know named Jim right now that are under the age of 30?
I don't think I know any under the age of 30.
Yeah. Bob, Joe.
I know one that's around my age. We went to college together.
Yeah. I call James Carskadden Jim, but nobody else calls him Jim.
It's a very boomer name.
Yeah. This is a great question from Alex. What were electric eels called before electricity was invented?
Eels?
I need to know the answer. So hold on. I'm just gonna Google that because I want to know.
I would like to know when they even when that even became
classification of electricity. They were known by names describing their stunning effect. European explorers referred to them as numb eels. So there you go.
So they make you numb when they sting.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like you've been shocked before, right?
Yes.
That's what that is. All right. Nick Aiken says, what is one WWE storyline that you're interested in right now? I like what they did with Reigns and Punk. That is interesting.
Did you watch that last night?
I've seen it.
I think there's some intrigue there with the Vision. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm assuming Seth Rollins is gonna come back, but I don't really know what's going on there. There is some interest there with like Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
Like Adam Pearce and Paul.
It's kind of weird. Like normally the boss versus the wrestler is the boss is the bad guy, but not in this case.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
So I think there's a really good, like, they're building around Braun Breaker, making him into this like uncontrollable psycho,
yeah,
and that's exactly what he needs to be. I don't know if he can play anything other than being this psychopath.
right,
We can't control this guy, you know.
right, right.
And then I like that they're making Gunther like this monster
Well,
heel.
that's our next question.
Yeah.
Who do you think the next legend will be that Gunther will retire? I think it's going to be Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, and I think Randy Orton is ultimately it's going to be like legend killer versus career killer,
Okay. Yeah.
and he's going to put his career on the line, and maybe he beats him. I don't know, but I think Randy is probably going to end up being the guy that either stops this or they meet at some point. But
Okay.
yeah, I can see Rey Mysterio being that.
All right. Last one from Nick. Who do you think is the masked man? I think it's Logan Paul.
You think it's somebody in the?
Mm-hmm.
He looked a little bulkier than that,
Yeah. I got a kick out of
but
everybody saying it was Moxley, and then Moxley was on Collision. Like
yeah,
it's not Moxley. He's not coming back.
I don't think it's Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I think they. I think that's the whole swerve, the stomp.
Yeah,
I think
I
they're
agree
trying
with
to
that.
make it.
That's
They're
why I
trying to
think
make
it's
them think it's Seth,
yeah.
which is what I said whenever they did the Austin Theory thing. So I don't know. It could be Logan Paul because I can't see him staying in a faction
Yeah.
for very long. But do you turn him face?
I think you turn Braun Breaker face.
Well, then you have to break up the vision.
But you keep the vision together. Breaker's
He's
outside
a
of it.
he becomes the baby face.
Right. And Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Austin Theory are against him.
Well, they just did that with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, they did, but I think Breaker, I don't know. Here's the thing about Rollins. It's like the dirty little truth about Rollins. Great wrestler. Nobody cares. Like nobody is paying money. Like he does not have the same cachet that Reigns, that Punk, that Cody have. Like when he's the champ, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
That's just
Incredible performer though.
Oh, unbelievable in the ring. Yeah, for sure.
I'll say this again. If you aren't watching the WWE Unreal, like you got to see it.
See, I just don't want to.
I know a lot of people don't like pulling the curtain back. I like that stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
I love seeing like they show a lot of footage behind the scenes of like Michael Hayes, Bobby Roode, like the producers calling the match.
Yeah.
To see like them kind of mapping it out and then see it turn into what it does in the ring is really fascinating.
Yeah.
And it's just like you have a totally different respect for these people too, especially the athletes when they go out there. Like they had a thing on Jelly Roll, like when he entered the ring, like he was legitimately like he was going up to Triple H telling him, I want to wrestle, I want to do this and that. And like he took that bump from Logan Paul, like he was like before it even happened, he was dreading the whole experience. That whole thing's just awesome.
Yeah. All right. Winston asked us, did we find out the plans for Jack Bauer yet? If he's able to do it, I think he could shine in a role like Sims had. Well, Winston, I asked Justin Parker about that last week. You should check out the interview I did with him because we talked about that, and he talked about how he's still coming along, but he thinks he has a role to play for sure.
I was trying to get in the circle of trust yesterday, and like just get like a few nuggets on the pitching staff.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's just the players really don't know or if they're just keeping it under wraps. But I could not get anybody's role out of them. Ben Davis, I think, kind of alluded to the fact he would be a little bit of different role, but then he kind of came back to it and said he was kind of doing the same stuff.
Right.
But like I was trying to find out, like, what is the role for Duke Stone and Tyler Pitzer, and just could not get anything out of anybody. And we didn't have a lot of time to get questions in for Brian O'Connor because he talks so much.
Yeah.
Like I think I got 2 questions in, and we had 20 minutes with him, and he just like he expands on everything. So I didn't get to ask him
No
like go
short
in depth
answers
with
with
pitching
Brian. Yeah,
staff.
yeah, no
I
doubt.
would love to know some of these roles, but we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be a guy that is all American right away,
right.
but I think that you get him in there and he starts to help you out. Noah Sullivan and Bryce Chance talked about him, and they've been really impressed with what he's done so far.
Yeah. Uh, Working for the weekend, ask us. My iconic character question last week came as a result of my daughter and I going to see The Two Towers in theaters. Does Ian McKellen as Gandalf and Magneto bump anyone out of your top three? I mean, he could go there. It's just so interchangeable, man. There's just so many good options there. I guess it works for me.
What's another big role that he had?
Uh
Maybe not like those kind of characters, but he's been in
he's been in a ton of
some
movies. Yeah,
big movies.
yeah. I don't know.
I had people were like upset with our iconic character list. Like I tried to explain this. Like you're asking us these questions, we're reading it on the fly. We don't have a
Yeah,
chance to just sit
I didn't
here for
sit down
10
and
minutes.
research it. Yeah, somebody got
Like
mad
like
at us. I didn't see that.
well, like I had a few people like message me and was like, "How could you leave off
Oh,
this? And how could you leave off that?" Like with Keanu Reeves
yeah.
and Russell Crowe. I'm like, I mean,
We're doing
I
the best we
remember a
can here,
lot of
guys.
stuff, but like there's a lot of things that just go right past me, and I
Yeah,
cannot in a 2 minute period think of every single role everybody's ever played.
right.
Like this is a lot harder than people think to answer these questions on the fly.
Agreed. Um, Working for the weekend. Why are there so many medicine commercials that tell us to ask our doctor about that medicine? Shouldn't the doctors already know about these medicines and to whom they should be prescribed? Yeah, I've never gone to my doctor and been like, "Hey, I saw this medicine on TV. What do you think about it?" Like
Yeah,
they always tell me.
right.
That's their job. That's a good point.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to ask your doctor after the fact. It should be whenever you're prescribed the medicine, they know what your body can take, usually. I
Yeah.
do laugh though at these medicines, like this will cure your headache, but you're probably going to get cancer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or it's like this medicine cures like hey, do you have, itchy hands? Okay.
Hmm.
I have itchy hands. Yeah. Side effects include violent diarrhea. Like I'll just live
Yes.
with the itchy hands. All
Yeah,
right. It'll be
I'm
all
good
right.
with the itchy hands. Yeah.
Exactly. Rob
Well, at least
Hadaway.
at that point, your hands will be perfectly free to utilize
Yeah,
in that situation.
exactly. Rob Hadaway, why are more people not talking about how Auburn football hasn't had a winning season since they fired Gus Malzahn, who himself in 8 seasons never had a losing season? I learned this yesterday on the show on Sports Talk Mississippi. Did you know that Auburn has the longest streak of losing seasons in the SEC?
I did not, but that's
They
delightful.
have not had a winning season since 2020.
And in that year, they went 6-5,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
lost their bowl game.
right.
So yeah, I mean it's
I
insane.
did
After
not
that,
realize it was. I thought it would be Arkansas. It's not. Arkansas in 2024 was 7-6. In 2023, Kentucky was 7-6. I mean, I had no idea, but
and
it's Auburn.
that was Malzahn's last year too. He got
Yeah,
fired.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Got fired after
always
he beat
thought.
Mississippi State. Remember?
Yeah, I remember when he was fired, thinking, "Gosh, that can they do better than that right now?"
That's a good. Yeah, they could not.
They
They
went and
had more
hired
talent.
Brian Harsin, and since then they have not been over 6 wins. They've
Yeah,
been to two bowl games, and they were 6-6, and they
I
lost the
lost
bowl
both of
games.
them. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, talk about underperforming, man.
It's yeah, and nobody would have ever guessed that, but it's the truth. Mason Welch, where does Lash Legends fame rank among former Bulldog athletes? Who are in your top 5 most famous Bulldogs? She's got to be up there
He's
in terms
up
of just
there.
fame. Just in terms of fame. I mean, Dak Prescott is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He's number one all time.
Well, you got to think about this. Like, I don't think people understand when they talk about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Globally,
It's huge.
wrestling is massive.
Yeah.
It's up there with the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the global numbers. I mean, they just went to
So,
Saudi Arabia.
would Heidenreich be on this list?
I mean, being in the WWE, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I told you about Miles O'Keefe, who was
Yeah.
Tarzan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the average person knows who Miles O'Keefe is,
Right.
but
Well, there was a time though where people did.
yeah, I mean that guy was Tarzan. He was in a movie, and he was a movie actor, so he might be up there. I don't know. I would say Dak and Lash for sure, just far as people that are known, are probably two of the most famous. Um, Jonathan Papelbon, would he be on that list?
I mean,
Top five?
he pitched the final pitch of a World Series. He might be on the list. Yeah.
He is the all-time saves leader for two franchises.
Yeah.
Um,
What about
and just
what
like a
about Clark and
personality.
Palmero? Like Palmero should be in the Hall of Fame. People know who Rafael Palmero is.
Will Clark.
Will Clark would be
You
on
might
there.
you might bundle them together.
Yeah, you might. So those are some good options. Um, Mangum Cafe. If you were a celebrity, what habit do you have that would cause people to talk about you? The Coke Zeros. People would be like, that guy drinks more Coke Zero than anybody else on this planet. Like I would absolutely have an endorsement with Coke Zero.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine would probably be going after burner accounts, maybe.
He's addicted to it.
This is a habit that you really need to go. You should probably go to therapy for this.
Yeah. Your
I can't help myself.
Your celebrity crush at age 20 and age 40. So age 20 is 1995. I'm probably still with Michelle Pfeiffer at that point.
Mine would have been that'd be when I was a sophomore in college. I don't know if I had a
What year is
celebrity
that?
crush.
What year is that?
2000, and when I was 20, it'd be 2009.
I'm trying to think of who would have been big
Uh,
at that time.
Back then I was really into Haley Williams from Paramore.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Like I was obsessed with her.
okay.
I don't know why, but I like the music, but
Yeah.
like I was really into her. I had her poster up in my dorm room, everything.
All right.
I'm not 40 yet, so
So I'm over 40, obviously. So 40 is 2015. Probably Jennifer Aniston, if I had to be honest with you. Jennifer Aniston, Kate Beckinsale, maybe.
I won't have a celebrity crush at 40
yeah.
because I'm a happily married man.
Just be quiet.
I'm just saying.
I hear you. What's harder
Now,
for
if we went back to when I was like in junior high and high school,
mm-hmm.
then you're in the
They're in the prime.
Daniel Fishel,
oh yeah,
Topanga,
yeah. I know
Hillary Duff.
Yeah. What we got here? Oh, last one here. What's harder for a day, watching a 1-year-old or taking care of a drunk friend in NOLA? It's easily the drunk friend. Because if you're in New Orleans, you want to have a good time. But then you're also trying to take care of this guy. At least with the 1-year-old, you can focus on the 1-year-old in their house.
Well, and like you can put them to sleep and
you can put them in a crib and just be like,
yeah,
you're good.
The friend, you gotta, I mean, that's probably a grown man you're lugging around.
It's not pleasant. All right, last one I got here is from Andrew Norwood, who says, rank these haircut styles: standard bowl cut, buzz cut, high top fade, mullet, and long flowing locks. Speaking of
the bowl cuts last.
Speaking of long flowing locks, my interview tomorrow on tomorrow's podcast with Aaron Fitt of D1 Baseball. He's got a lot of he's
gone all in on the lettuce.
What kind of haircut do I have? That's number one. What is this? Is this a buzz cut? What is it?
No, it's just like a regular.
All right, regular haircut, number one.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
I mean, I'll just tell you what I tell the barber. How about that? Number two on the sides, back and beard, blend it in up top, and leave me enough to part.
That's kind of what I do too when I get mine cut. Like I think I do a 2 on the side.
Okay.
The mullet is art form.
Oh, big time.
And it's come back into style.
Yeah.
But I would say probably the long flowing locks is number one. If you can grow,
you can pull it off. Yeah,
you can grow a good head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mine gets too thick. I can't. I don't think I can do that again. But the flowing locks is probably number one for me, and the high top fade is also, when done right, very good haircut. It depends on who it's on.
Yeah. It depends on the person. I agree. So,
but yeah, I would probably go flowing locks, mullet, the fade, the buzz cut, and then the bowl cut. I had a bowl cut at a time.
I did too.
We all did, I think.
Everybody did. So.
It's like parents were like, "Let's do the most embarrassing thing possible here
Exactly.
to our child.
Exactly. All right. Tomorrow's show, as I mentioned, my interview with Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. Plus, we'll talk some more baseball and maybe a little football as well. Talk to you guys tomorrow. For Robbie Faulk, I'm Brian Hadad. Thanks for listening to Thunder and Lightning here on Super Talk, Mississippi.